Now, you may not be shocked to know that it's raining. It's another Gilly Bikes review. I can't believe it. I genuinely can't. 5 days in work, really nice sunshine, 1 day off, here, raining. Standard. Now, I'm at Appleyards, I'm in North Yorkshire. This time I'm at the other showroom. This showroom covers mainly Husqvarna and Suzuki. They do have a couple of used bikes in there as well, but today I'm taking one of the Husqvarnas out. So let's just cut to the bike that I'm on today in the rain again. Well, you can see it's nice and light and easy to move. So today I'm on this. It's the 401 from Husqvarna. It's the Svartpilen. These bikes retail at £5,599. Bit of a deal on these, so I think they're £5,000 if I'm not mistaken, plus the on the road. So with the on the road cost, I think that works a couple of £100 cheaper than the recommended retail, so that's decent. Any saving is good in my book. Now, like the CF Motos that I've been on previously, these bikes use the beating heart and a lot of the components are from the KTMs. This uses the 390 engine and I believe suspension, a couple of other things. Let's just start walking around the bike. While I'm walking around, I'll throw some specifications at you. Before I go through the specs, let's just jump on it. I'll show you the seat height, which is 820mm. So you can see 820mm with my 5'8" and 29-inch inseam, what it looks like. That's not bad actually. As near as damn it. Feet pretty much flat. I'm about, I don't know, not much off getting my feet down anyway completely, but I am stretching. Pegs nice and central. The tank seems quite low, so yeah, you don't feel like you sat in it, you feel like you sat on top of it, but the actual position of it's nice. Little bend in the back, but not too much that you're going to get a sore back, or not. I wouldn't get a sore back. It's not quite the sports bike position. There is the close-up. It's a nice looking bike, this. Now, there is a Svartpilen as well, which is very, very similar. There's a few changes between this and that. They're pretty much the same price, only the Svartpilen comes with alloy wheels instead of these nice spoked wheels, and also the tyres on this are a little bit more knobbly, whereas the Svartpilen's more road tyres. Just the side stand, no centre stand on this one. Seat is nice and spongy, but not too much. It's a comfortable seat. I've already sat on it and yeah, gets a tick for me. Nice grab handle at the back for any would-be passengers. This has got a 13-litre fuel tank, Vibri brakes on the rear and on the front, so decent spec. It's got a 5-inch TFT screen. Nice screen, lots going on as you would expect from these TFT screens. However, let's just go through the basics. You can see there's a nice prominent speedo, you've got gear indicators, there are temperatures, you've got fuel tanks, you've got all your warning lights across the top. Mode wise, there is street mode and there is rain mode. Standard horn indicators, you've got hazard lights, and there's a flash around the other side. And on the right hand side you've just got your engine cut off and your engine start. I forgot to mention another thing, difference between this and the Svartpilen is this has got like a bit of plastic on here which is set up for the tank bag. Apparently that comes with this Svartpilen. This thing is covered in technology. It's got cruise control, it's got traction control, it's got ABS, it's got all of the things that you expect and a couple of things that you don't, to be fair. But what does it ride like? Well, we'll find that out very shortly. It delivers 45 horsepower, so we'll see how that fares on the road. And with a weight of 159 kilograms, it's not that heavy either, so we'll see how that fares when we're going out for a ride. Speaking of which, let's do that right now. Okie dokie, so it's back in rain mode. Let's see how it handles these wet roads. 45 horsepower, not bad for this kind of bike, for this weight of bike. far as the noise goes, it's got a nice little rumble on idle. It's not a particularly loud bike. It's actually quite, let me call it neighbour friendly, because you're not gonna annoy your neighbours riding a bike that's got the standard exhaust anyway. It picks up speed very, very nicely. Now, it does feel really light. It does. It feels remarkably light when you're on the move. Very easy to move around at slow speeds. And it's always slow speeds first when you come out of a dealership, because, well, especially around Apple Yards, because it is quite a busy town that you go into. So you've got to negotiate through that first before you get to those cheeky Nationals. And I do like the Nationals, so we'll see how it fares on those. Now, one thing I will say, and I've already found this out because it stalled on me, is that the bike itself isn't very forgiving. And by that I mean, if you're in the wrong gear, if you're in too high a gear, the bike is just going to cut out on you. It's already done it to me. Let's do some sneaky filtering, shall we? This little bike is perfect for sneaking through those little gaps. Oh. Yeah, it isn't very forgiving. I find with a lot of the smaller capacity bikes, they're very similar. Usually when you get over 300cc, they're a little bit more forgiving, but not this. If you're in third gear trying to do slow speed like this now, like 10 mile an hour, yeah, it struggles a little bit. I'm just testing this because I know a lot of newer riders, you might be mistaken, you know, you might take a corner too quickly, brake too hard, forget to go down a gear. There's always things that you make mistakes with, isn't there? So I like to know, if you make a mistake and you are in the wrong gear, is it gonna help you? Oh. And that's just broke on me. What a bugger. Now that's not a good start, is it? Clutch cable looks like it's gone. Nightmare. Now, do you know what? I've been on so many bikes. I've been on so many bikes over the years, and I have never had that happen to me before on a test ride. Certainly not on a new bike anyway. So that is a bit of a pain. Let me just check that. Yeah, I don't know what has gone there, but that has got, well, yeah, just feels like the clutch has gone. What a nightmare. Oh, try and turn this bugger around now. Oh. Now I am a little walk away. Oh, look at that. I'm just taking the Svartpilen for a walk. What an absolute plum. What an absolute nightmare. How far away am I? Far enough that it's pissed me right off. What a nightmare. Well, up until that moment, I was having a little bit of fun on this bike, and now the fun is over. The bike has failed on me. Now, what I will say is, over the years of riding motorcycles, and I've ridden quite a lot for my YouTube channel over the last year. I have, over the last year. Thank you to all the garages involved. But I've never had a brand new bike fail on me like that. Whether that is to do with this bike or if it's a brand thing, I don't know, but very disappointing. And now I'm going to take it back to the garage. I'm going to have to walk it back to the garage. What an absolute pain in the arse. And if anyone's walked a motorcycle before, especially uphill, it's quite heavy. Oh, just taking my bike for a walk. This bike does have a quick shifter. Oh. And I think if I can jump start it and get it rolling, then I think might be able to ride it as long as it doesn't stop. Oh God, I'm knackered now. Now that's gone, that's shot completely. So it looks like it snapped somewhere. Let's see. So it's going to start in neutral. I'll let it roll a little bit. Try and pop it into first and then hope that it can get me back to the garage. Okay, a little bit of a hill. Come on. Okay, it's gone into first. Now I've got to try and be careful and nurse it back and try and not fall out of lights. Hopefully. Come on. You fucker. Fucker. Fucked. Absolutely fucked. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. Hopefully, I say hopefully, but hopefully I can get another downhill bit. Oh, this is funny. Oh, God. Oh. Hold of that. Now, let me try this. Please don't stall it, please don't be a car at the bottom of this hill, because I don't want to push it up the hill. really, really don't. Yes, I'm going to keep it in first gear. Oh, what a nightmare. Oh God, that's killed me. What a shame. What an absolute shame. So I'm back at Appleyards. I'm going to leave this bike here. And as you can see, I can't even stop it from stalling because the clutch has gone, or the clutch cable's gone. But absolute nightmare. I'm back here. I mean, what can I say? It's all gone tits up. I've had to go for a walk, but at least I've had my exercise in for today. I'll go and tell them about the issues. Let's go and give them the keys back. Nightmare. This bloody thing. That was the problem. So just that little wire there had come out. Don't know how. Apparently it's a pain to get out, but it just came out on me while I was riding, and yeah, I've had to do that bit of a walk back, but I've got a proper sweat on now. It can happen. I'm absolutely gutted though. I was enjoying it up to that point. Anyway, catch you guys on the next one. Laters.